Being different is not equal to weird. Being different is awesome. Sometimes I scream too, like a beast, because I get so frustrated when I cannot express myself well, and others cannot understand me. I feel like I've committed a big mistake, but it's alright.
Each and every one of us have our own abilities as well as weaknesses. If you tell someone autism or any other neurodevelopmental condition why you can't just be normal, you better tell someone with depression that why can't he just be normal? Because he is not normal. He's suffering from something that is wrong. The key is accepting people who we are because we're different. Thank you.
I have seen before the animation is very happy and satisfying emotions that connects the animation student.
It's a great movie and heartwarming.
While it's important that my parents train me in the most essential of things, there is still a certain degree of uniqueness that makes us, persons with autism, stand out and enables us to be of good influence to the society. Acceptance is the key to this balanced perspective towards us, persons with autism, because it leads to growth.
Parents should learn, understand, and accept their children wherever they are, just like my parents and my brother do to me. Thank you, everyone.
I liked the video. It showed us that we're not all the same, but that doesn't mean that those who seem different don't belong. Some of us have special skills and personalities. That uniqueness shouldn't be met by anger. Instead, it should help us love, understand, and accept each other for who we are, what we're capable of, and what we can do for each other.
When I was young and small, I flap my hands when I'm happy. Not everyone understood us because we seemed different. But every child has a right to be accepted, loved, and happy, especially by the parents. I'm glad that the father of the child accepted his son and decided to enjoy their lives together.
I like the idea that the boy in the animation can fly. Autism is kind of like that, because not everyone understands us. Autism is also sort of my superpower. When people say, "Why can't you be normal?" that is hurtful and can cause deep mental scars. Like what happened in the film, acceptance is the key to a happy life for persons on the autism spectrum and those who love us.
It's a good feeling for special parents like us that we have advocates and supporters and more love for our special children. And I'd like to hopefully look forward to more films like this and more pride and hope for us.
Float is a word to describe autism condition. Lightly, lifted up in the air, free mind. L. Live and love unconditionally, free from prejudices, free from judgment, free from pain in words and in actions. O. Overwhelming. Yes, autism is both a shock to both parents and child with autism, but realization and learning their condition is a helpful compromise for better living. A. Acceptance is an excellent start to understand them. T. Time to accept our children's condition, time to think for their future, what will help them, and time to act for what is best needed for them. Yun lamang po. Thank you.
We've all been there, that roller coaster ride of emotions. Not once, a lot of times. For many, the ride does not stop, especially for solo parents like me, and it may continue on for a long time. What matters most is that we keep coming back full circle to true unconditional love for our loved one who may be deemed different, but will always be our source of joy. For Alex and all the Alexes in our lives, we are with you in this journey. Let's make it a fun roller coaster ride. And always remember, we got your back.
My son, Eric, has autism. And since childhood, people stared at us. At the mall, people stay away from us. Even in our neighborhood, every time Eric goes out, the children, when they see Eric, they hide and they go back to their homes to stay away from Eric. But you know, Eric is a blessing. And I believe that God's precious gift to me is my son, Eric. Because with Eric, I have become more patient. I am more tolerant, understanding, and forgiving. And most of all, with Eric, I'm always reminded to be kind.
Having children with special needs can be hard, especially in a world of diversity. But like the character of the film, it took me years to overcome the challenges and let my children be with the world. So despite the short film, it was able to capture the years of going through the struggles, and that it is a wonderful thing because people will understand what we as parents with special needs go through every single day in just one short film. So I hope that we can have more inspiring short films which creates a big impact to the world. Thank you.
So the film actually brings back a lot of memories, and katulad din namin, we tried to protect our child, and then later on we realized na hindi dapat he will be out there in the world because first and foremost our kid is a child, no? So with this concept na in-embrace namin na child first, no, we were motivated to advocate for him. And then later on, with the help of family and friends, no, our community understood what autism is all about. And now, Akim is very much accepted in our community. So if our mindset will be child first or person first, I think the world will be a kinder and a better place to live in.
Nung napanood namin ang short film na Float, napaka-relatable po talaga nito sa amin. As a parent, it's a good reminder na kahit anumang kondisyon ang meron ng ating anak, hindi natin sila kailangang baguhin bagkos mas kailangan nila ang ating pag-aruga, pagsuporta at pagmamahal. Once na matutunan nating tanggapin at matutunan nating intindihin ang kanilang sitwasyon, naniniwala ako na may ibibigay si Lord na mga tao at grupo gaya ng Autism Society Philippines para tayo tulungan at gabayan.
I like how the film ended, with the child being able to freely express himself and the father celebrating it. Truly, love and acceptance starts at home. The film showed that the world is so much better with diversity, acceptance, and love.
This film resonated with me on a very personal level because I have Calvin who has autism. Just like in the film, I also went through a very difficult phase of hoping for him to be able to talk and play just like the other kids. After a 2-year journey with my family to New Zealand and back, I finally found the courage to accept that Calvin has autism. Accepting him was the best thing I ever did because it empowered me to do the right things for him. It made me understand him more, thus made me manage him better. Now I hold my head up high because I am so proud of how far he has come. I'm glad this short film was produced because it also sends a powerful message not only to us parents but also to the entire community, which is to understand them and embrace them for who they are.
The symbolism is very, very similar to how a mother feels when you have a child who exhibits a bit different talents, in fact, great talents, and sometimes you feel that they also have some traits that are not normal and you want them to be normal. But what we need to do is to support them on developing the talents where they soar and where they fly or they float. that makes them happy, that would also make us feel happy.
In the end, when the child was able to float untethered, I think this represents, and it is a good allegory for the freedom that individuals on the spectrum feel when they are allowed to be themselves, when they are genuinely accepted, accommodated, and appreciated. In the end, it wasn't just the child who experienced freedom, it was also the father. Because at that time, or at that point, he was able to enjoy his child without being burdened by the weight of his fear. Thank you, Pixar, and thank you, Bobby Rubio, for this amazing story. Thank you for bringing it to the fore for the Filipino and global audience to enjoy for generations. Maraming salamat po.
Hi, Autism Society Philippines, and happy Autism Awareness Day. I'm Bobby Rubio, the writer and director of the Pixar SparkShort Float. The short was based off of my own personal story with my son, Alex, who's on the autism spectrum. And I was hoping that the story would reach out to families just like mine, and I wanted them to know that they weren't alone and that we are on this journey together. And I hope that the short can help break the stigma of autism and that we can make this a better world for our children for the future. So thank you, God bless, and take care. Bye now.